Content filtering in UniFi network is surprisingly powerful, and there's a lot that you can do with it. But which features are included for free versus what do you get with the paid CyberSecure filtering? In this video, Crosstalk's own David Barger is going to break down the different types of content filtering in UniFi network. We're going to show you how that compares to third-party DNS filtering tools like Pi-hole, and we're going to walk you through content filtering step by step, both for the free and the paid tiers of content filtering. You'll also learn how the policy engine opens up some surprisingly advanced options for specific apps like TikTok, or for throttling bandwidth for certain traffic. And remember, if you need any help setting this up, or if you just want to hand it off to a pro, we've got you covered. You can contact Crosstalk Solutions for help with business networks, or Rogue Support for home user help. Our friendly experts are standing by and ready to assist. Okay, take it away, Dave.
UniFi offers a few levels of content filtering. Their flagship offering is called CyberSecure, enhanced by Proofpoint and Cloudflare. This runs about $99 per year and gives you their full suite of filtering and IDS and IPS options. This is a type of DNS filtering technology that uses Proofpoint and Cloudflare's content filtering database to allow you to block based on categories such as adult theme, alcohol, AI, paranormal, and much more. With any modern UniFi firewall, you do get access to a free version of this. However, you don't have much control over the filtering options. Let's take a deeper look at this filtering, and I'll show you what's included for free, and then we'll walk through the enrollment process of the paid version, and I'll show you what it unlocks. We'll pull up our Gateway Ultra's UniFi network control panel and go to Settings, CyberSecure, and pop into the Content Filtering tab. You'll see a default content filtering policy out of the box, so we'll go ahead and click on that. And up top, you'll define your local network sources. Right now, I only have the default network, but if I had a few local subnets, I could pick the ones that I would like this policy to apply to. And now, because this is a DNS filtering service, you can enable ad block to cut down the amount of ads that your network encounters. And just like Pi-hole, this isn't an end-all be-all solution to ad blocking, but it will definitely help out. UniFi's content filtering allows us to force safe search across the major search providers shown here. If you enable this, the users on this network will have to use safe search whenever they browse on these websites. Below, we'll see the filtering options. This is where you run into a paid limitation. We can either have filtering off or leave it on the basic adult and malicious content filter. If we choose enhanced, we'll be met with a page that's mostly grayed out and tells us that we need to activate our subscription to use it. So right away, you'll see that the free version likely will do an okay job at cutting down on the general adult content and malicious sites. But if you want more control, you'll have to pay for it. We're going to enroll a site here in just a second, but first I wanted to point out that even with the free version, you do have the option to manually add domains to the allow list or the block list. So with enough patience and dedication, you could likely get away with quite a lot here in the free version. Okay, let's go ahead and get this subscription activated. What we'll do is we'll go back to the CyberSecure page here, and we'll click here to activate CyberSecure. And just like that, we have CyberSecure by Proofpoint and Cloudflare active. We'll go back over to the content filtering page right here. And look at that, we have a lot more options that we can choose from. Let's go ahead and think through a content blocking scenario. Maybe for our example here, you want to ban photography equipment. Maybe you have a problem purchasing too much camera gear. You're not talking about me. Let's go ahead and block photography, shopping, and e-commerce content to be safe. Once we apply this, we should now no longer be able to access sites like B&H photography on our computer. As a quick example here on my Mac, I'll go ahead and get it plugged in, and I'll try to browse to B&H. And as you can see, I can't access it. Effectively, one of the things you're paying for yearly is for Proofpoint/Cloudflare to keep all of these categories up to date. There are, of course, third-party DNS filtering services you could send all your DNS queries to, but they're generally priced per user and they can't be managed from the UI console here. But Pi-hole is one of the most popular third-party filtering solutions. If you don't know, Pi-hole is an open source software that you can install on something like this Raspberry Pi here and send all of your DNS inquiries to this guy. You load in third-party blocking lists that will make decisions whether or not certain things can pass onto the network. These third-party free lists are primarily targeting things like advertisements and web trackers, but you can find lists for other things. The big benefit of keeping it inside of the UniFi control panel is number one, one, the most obvious, it's all in one place inside the UniFi control panel. And number two, you're going to be relying on much more reputable companies such as Cloudflare and Proofpoint to keep these definitions up to date. I would be remiss not to mention that there's another form of content filtering inside UniFi that is included for free. It's under the policy engine. Let's walk through adding a role. Hey, this is David from the future. While this video was pending a release on our YouTube channel, Ubiquiti released a major update that impacts this last piece of the video, which is the last type of blocking which is free on the UniFi system. Let's go ahead and jump into the new UniFi panel here, and everything up until this point in this video is exactly the same. We still have the CyberSecure option right here, but you can see we now have a couple more options beneath it with policy table and objects. Now, if you want to do this last type of blocking, you could do this under either the policy table or the new object-based networking side right here. For simplicity, let's go ahead and just add one on the policy table. So we'll click create new policy. And let's say, for example, we wanted to go ahead and block TikTok on our main network. So let's go ahead and define this as block TikTok. For the zone, of course, we'll leave it as internal and we'll select the default network that we have here on this device. The action is block because we want to block this application, and under the destination zone, we'll select app and then we'll search for TikTok. And of course, there's a few more options down below. The big one I want to point out, which is schedule. We want that as always here, but maybe on your network, you wanted to go ahead and block this, maybe just certain hours of the day. You could define that right here. Let's go ahead and click add policy. And those are the current content filtering options from UniFi. Much of the filtering lives under that cybersecurity window with both free and paid options. Under the policy engine lies another way to block traffic based on applications. I'm personally excited to see these options become available in UniFi, as in the past we've had to use third-party DNS blocking services or switch to something more expensive like a FortiGate. They seem to be slowly bridging that gap between UniFi and those full-blown UTM devices. As always, if you have any network consulting needs, don't hesitate to reach out to us here at Crosstalk Solutions. Thanks for liking and subscribing.